Hi everybody, welcome back to Holly Harvest Farm. So we still have Macaroon, or Mac, as I call him, still here. He's doing great. He had an accident in the house today, but it's okay. He's a puppy, we understand. And we are out here in the garage, the Jolly Holly Workshop. And this one's gonna be a little bit different. I'm gonna sprinkle in some parts with the animals, but today we're actually gonna be looking at some things that I think are super important. They're what I carry on a daily basis here on the farm. It's what's living inside of my jacket right now. So we're gonna go through the pockets of my jacket and I'm gonna tell you all these different things and the tools that honestly we could not live without out here on the farm. So Mac, hey, we're gonna go through the jacket, huh? I know, there might be dog treats. Might have to go in and get dog treats for him. But Mac, I'm gonna put you up here on the table. So let's go and let's find out what's inside my pockets. Let's go. All right, so we're gonna leave Mac right up here on the table with me. We're in the Jolly Holly Workshop, and we're gonna be going through what's in my pockets today because honestly, after being on the farm for just over 2.5 years, there are some things that I wake up every day and they have to go in my pocket. It has to be with me when I'm out here on the farm. So we're gonna talk about that just in case you've got a property maybe and you wanna know what do I find most useful? What don't I like? Maybe some of the reasons, maybe some things that you've seen on me on these videos and you've always been curious, what's that thing? We're gonna talk about it. So let's start, first off, up here. Our walkie-talkies. When we got to the farm, it's like I've said before, it's 21 acres. It's a large property. It's not a huge property, it's a large property. And when we got here, there were areas of the property that were super overgrown and areas that really were not in great shape. And so we spent some time outside. Obviously the kids wanted to be outside too. And when we were outside, I told the kids, you got to stay where I can see you because I didn't know what was going on. Oh, Mac might knock over this camera. Ooh. Mac, you want to get down, buddy? Go ahead. He's down. And so I told the kids they had to stay where I could see them. And then we got walkie-talkies. These are Arc Shell walkie-talkies. They're not super expensive. We probably have 8 or 10 of them on the property right now. We each have them. We use them every single day when we come outside because when we're out here, sometimes we need water brought up or we need a part run out to somewhere. Maybe I want a tractor somewhere and the tractor breaks down and I need to ride back to the house. Something might happen. I'm always using our walkie-talkies. It's a must-have for us. They have a 5-mile range, 16 channels. They honestly have held up to a beating. Now mine has a stubby antenna because the other one broke off. We have had to buy replacements just because of water damage, things like that. But honestly, these things are awesome. They charge up, they hold their charge well, and I highly recommend the Arc Shell walkie-talkies. So that's the very first thing. I'm gonna set it here, and we're gonna check out what else is in my pockets. So on the inside of my jacket, I always have a pair of extra strong work gloves. Now these are not my favorite extra work gloves that I have, but the ones that I had actually got a hole in them. So these are my backups to my backups. But I always have work gloves with me. Couple pairs, honestly. These are not waterproof, which at this time of year, what, Mac? Which this time of year, I really wish they were waterproof, but the waterproof ones that I've had are just not, I don't know, they get kind of gross a little bit faster. They get stinky inside, but these work out pretty well. These are just the Heart brand that you get from Walmart. They're my second set of gloves that I use pretty regularly. Let's see, what else? I always have a Sharpie. There's always things out here that I have to measure, things I have to write down. And honestly, if I don't have a Sharpie, I just get frustrated. Pencils, I understand, they work, but I got to sharpen them if there's a problem. This, I can pretty much write on anything and I'm happy with it. So I've got gloves and a Sharpie on my inside pockets. I don't think I have anything on this side. No. So what is in the other pockets? Let me show you what's in these other pockets that are on the outside of this jacket. All right, so on the other pockets on this jacket. Now, it's winter. I feel like I start to become a pack rat with this jacket on because I just put more and more in it. So I've got my walkie-talkie hanging, got extra gloves in it, but what's inside of my pockets? Let me change your direction a little bit and I'll empty the pockets right into this tray. Oh, Mac, hi buddy. buddy? Mac's still curious, so we'll get Mac up here too. Let's change your angle a little bit so you guys can actually see what's falling out of these pockets. So we've got our little tray here so that I can take the stuff right out of the pockets, drop it right down, and you can see what's actually in here. So this is my daily wearer, by the way, this jacket. I've got another pair of work gloves. These are the Ridge Cut brand that I get from TSC. They're lightweight. They do the job. If you're looking for a strong glove, I would not say that they're a strong glove, but they help protect my hands as much as I need to. I always have my extra pair of gloves just in case, my little bit stronger gloves with leather palms, but these do the trick for day-to-day stuff. I could use another pair. They're getting kind of ripped up. So always got an extra pair of gloves with me. What else? Zip ties. I feel like I go through thousands of zip ties constantly, whether it's animal fences or just trying to fix something around here. I feel like zip ties are it. This one's a small, the smaller zip ties, but there's a bunch of them in here. I've got a couple different sizes. Honestly, zip ties are just amazingly valuable around here. So zip ties, big bag of zip ties in my pocket. Oh, and hay. That's going to be a common theme, is hay in my pockets. Let me swipe that over a little bit. All right, let's see what else. Let me scoop this whole pocket out. Ready? Let's see. Hold on, one more handful. This is in one pocket. Okay, so we have hay, a lot of hay. We also have screws, 3-inch deck screws, I think these are, that I was using to shore up a creation out with the animals. Needed some 3-inch deck screws and one nail. I don't know why, but I have one nail. So this is all that came out of this one pocket. Was a ton of hay. This is no joke. This is what I just took out of this pocket. A ton of hay and I don't know what I got. 8 or 10 deck screws, just in case I need this. So that's on that side. On this side, oh, sunflower seeds. I eat sunflower seeds like you would not believe out here on the farm. I spit them out every time I go to make a video for everybody, but I go through big sunflower seeds like crazy. That is my snack when I'm out here. I can stuff a handful in my mouth, and they kind of keep me happy when I'm out here. There's something, the kids will come over and grab a handful. These are cracked pepper sunflower seeds. I eat everything from dill pickle to ranch dressing to Old Bay to tacos, all sorts of different things. But Big's sunflower seeds, that is the way to go. I go through loads of these. So they're always in my pocket. What else do I have? Oh. Baler twine and trash. When we're out here on the farm, I feel like we're always finding pieces of baler twine. And so I'm always cutting stuff. I'm always I even make stuff out of this if I need to. I usually have a piece of baler twine with me, just in case. Just in case. And trash, because trash. Let's see, what else? Oh boy, got the mother load coming now. Ready? Here it comes. Oh. I've got so much hay right now in my pockets. That's what happens when it's a hay day the other day, and just dirt and hay. That's what I have in these pockets. Oh, they feel so much lighter. Let's see, what else do I have in here? Wire nuts. We were doing electric the other day, and I feel like I've always got wire nuts, extra ones that I stuffed in my pocket, and I needed for something out there, and they just sort of travel from jacket to jacket and pocket to pocket. Wire nuts. What else do I have? This is part of a garden hose. Again, just more trash. It broke the other day, but this is what I'm carrying with me. I've had this jacket. I've been wearing it all winter, and I have not cleaned out my pockets. So this is another thing that I've just acquired, is a broken piece of a garden hose. That's going in the trash pile. I'm going to get rid of that. All right. Now, if you know my dad always has drill bits on him. And I remember laughing at my dad, drill tips, I should say, screw tips, whatever it is. He always had these in his pocket. My dad was a contractor, and he always had these in his pockets. I remember going to amusement parks, and they ask you to empty your pockets. They can, take you through a metal detector. And my dad saying, well, am I going to get those screw tips back? Always with screw tips. I remember laughing at him. Now I completely understand, Dad. I have screw tips in my pocket. Lots of them. 1, 2, 3. I have 6 of them in my pocket. I don't know why, but I have 6 of them in my pocket. So, screw tips. Always something that I have with me. What else? Another zip tie. This one's buried in the hay. And then this. I honestly find that I have these all the time with me. They are little pieces of wire fence because I cut wire fence. It's nuts. I don't know what to do with them. I just always have little pieces of wire fence that I cut off from something and I use for something else, and it's like the baler twine. I always have it in there. Some things that I honestly do not think that I could go without, and I don't think Erica could either, would be our walkie-talkies, Sharpie, gloves that are comfortable for you. Love having gloves that are comfortable for me. And also these 2 things that are always on my hip, my utility knife and my flashlight. So we're out here on the farm. We're learning as we go. I know this is a little bit of a different video. Hopefully you've enjoyed my sprinkling in of animal videos as well. As I said earlier, Mac is still here. He is still available. We are looking for his forever home. So if you have not seen any information on Mac, make sure you check our Facebook, our Twitter accounts, our website. Also look at the last video that we put out this past week of Macaroon and his little journey here to the farm. And then hopefully we'll find his forever home. But besides a bunch of hay, that's what I've got in my pockets. So thanks for joining us here on Holly Harvest Farm, and we will see you next time. Bye.